I'm trying to quit smoking. I'm trying to quit smoking. I only had 2 today. But it's hard. It's hard to quit smoking. My neighbor tried to quit smoking. And let me tell you, he tried to quit smoking. And he said he never quit again. He said one time he quit smoking, he says, oh, it was just a horrible, horrible day. He was outside trying to fix his motorcycle, and the sun was in his eyes, and he couldn't stand it, and he was all irritated, and he lived in an apartment. So he brought his motorcycle into an apartment, right through the patio door. You know what I'm talking about, okay? So he brought it in the living room, and he had a thing of gasoline, too. He had a bowl of gasoline to clean his parts. And he fixed up his motorcycle, he washed all his motorcycle parts in the gasoline, and then he decided, after it was all done and over with, he's gonna get on his motorcycle and try to start it up. So he got on his motorcycle, and then he started it up, he had his hand on the handlebars, and all that thing, it was in the go position. It went right through the patio doors. Oh my God, there was glass everywhere. He was all crumpled up in a terrible state. He was just a mess. And his wife, Motion, she was in the other room of the apartment, and she says, oh my Lord, what is going on? She said, oh man, I better go figure this one out. I better go see what's going on. So she go and look around the apartment. All of a sudden she seen her husband out on the patio with all the glass everywhere, all crumpled up, looking like a mess. Oh my God, okay? She says, oh my Lord, I better call 911. She said, oh Lord, there's been an accident. You better come over here and help my husband. So they come over, they find her husband there, and they take her husband to the emergency medical center, okay? And at the emergency medical center, they clean her husband up, and then they say, oh, okay, now you gotta take this man home. So she took her man home, put him to bed, and then she went downstairs, she cleaned up all the mess, she cleaned up all the glass, she cleaned up all the carpet and everything else, and she took that whole gasoline, and she dumped it in the toilet. So, and then she went to bed. Later on, her husband decided to get up, because remember, he said he was gonna quit smoking. Okay, well, he decided, fuck this, I'm such a mess. Okay, so he go into the bathroom, and because he got emergency cigarette, and then he sit down on the toilet, and then he was puffing away, he finished the cigarette, and then he put it out in the toilet. The poor soul, what he didn't know is his wife forgot to flush the toilet when she put all the gasoline in the toilet. When that cigarette hit on the toilet, all of a sudden it blew his ass right through the bathroom door, and he landed in the hallway. Oh, his ass was all burnt up. It was nasty, blew up, burnt up, everything. And his wife had heard the commotion. And she says, ooh, Lord, what's going on? What's all this commotion? I better get out of bed. So his wife got out of bed and go up around the apartment trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, so she says, ooh, Lord, I better call 911. So she called 911's emergency center. And the paramedics came. And they got her husband on a stretcher. And then they just had to ask, because it was the same paramedics. They got him off the patio. And they just had to ask. They said, honey, I know it's none of my business, but how did your husband blow up his ass? I just gotta know. The wife said, well, and then told him the story. They laughed so hard about him blowing up his ass, they dropped the stretcher. And they broke his collarbone. Now, this is the same guy who was trying to quit smoking that day. He told me the next day he never gonna quit smoking. I tell you, it's hard. It's hard to quit smoking. It's really hard to quit smoking.